Well, welcome back to Good Morning Washington. You are watching the crowning of Faith Porter as Miss DC USA 2022 and Asia Hickman and as Miss District of Columbia Teen USA 2022. And the tears of surprise and smiles really says it all. You can't stop looking at all of the bling, those tiaras, and of course, the woman behind those pageants is Chelsey Rodgers, Esquire. She is the State Director of Miss District of Columbia USA and Teen Pageants, and we are so grateful to have you shining bright.
Thank you so much for having me here today. It is such an honor.
Well, I want to find out, first of all, how you got into pageants. I mean, you're an attorney, you're an HBCU grad, Howard alum. I mean, so many feathers in your cap. How did you get into pageantry?
Honestly, I just said, oh, I don't have enough to do.
Exactly.
No.
Did you grow up doing pageants?
Actually, no, I didn't. I was a tomboy growing up, and I discovered them in law school trying to find scholarships to pay for school.
Really?
That's how I entered my first pageant. Yeah.
And what was it about that you said, I want to be involved?
The developmental experience.
Okay.
So honestly, I went through some pretty rigorous interviewing when I was in law school trying to find a job afterwards. I kid you not, nothing is tougher than a pageant interview. You know, it is, well, obviously you guys are prepared for it, but it is a fire shot of questions coming at you from the entire judges panel about any and everything. So you had to be on top of all the topics, everything they could possibly ask you. But for me, it was such an opportunity for growth. It's how I got to develop my public speaking skills. It's how I got to develop self-confidence, poise, presence, you know, to be able to command a room. And that's honestly what we are trying to encourage through the pageants we have now.
Well, I think that you nailed so many things, because I feel like people are finally getting away from just thinking, you know, it's pretty girls, you know, because there's so much more, and you're really preparing them for a lifetime of confidence and interviewing skills as well, because it's not something that's easy. So talk to us about the pageant coming up. What can we expect?
Yes, we are so excited. We are having our 2023 Miss District of Columbia USA and Teen USA pageant Saturday, April 15th at the Lincoln Theater. You have got to come.
Okay.
You know I've got you covered with tickets.
Of course, you're fabulous.
But we will have our teen and miss contestants from all over the DMV competing in the areas of swimsuit, fitness, evening gown, and interview. The young lady that wins both pageants, one miss will go to Miss USA.
Oh, wow.
One teen will go to Miss Teen USA.
Okay.
Now, I have to brag, I'm obviously biased, but DC has a good and long history of successful queens. We've actually had 4 Miss USAs, including 2 back-to-back from DC. So who knows, this may be our 5th one.
That would be incredible. Obviously, it's always so exciting when you see, you know, from your own local hometown to see that contestant go on. Once these young ladies are crowned, what does it look like after that? Because it's a job.
It really is. And I try to stress that to our girls. I can be the best director I can be if you share with me like your schedule. I know that these young ladies are in school, grad school, working, so balance is very, very important to us. They do have a ton of appearances, but we definitely try to balance it around their schedules. And it can be anything from community initiatives and organizations, charity events, galas, hosting events, red carpet events, premieres, things like that. But we try to get them out as much as possible in this community because they represent this community. You know, this is what it means to be the title holder. You now have a platform here representing DC, so we want them to use that as best as possible during their year.
Well, Chelsey, for folks that are watching that maybe want to attend the pageant or who just want to find out more information, how can they connect with you?
Absolutely. They can go to our website, www.missdcusa.com. We have show information on there, ticket information on there, and we also have application information on there if anybody's interested in our 2024 pageant.
Well, Chelsey Rodgers, thank you so much for sharing that, and look fabulous. Here's a great start to the week.
Thank you.